Hey my loves, today I'm going to be doing, as promised, my very first tutorial using the Too Faced Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar Palette. I really wanted to use this in action. This is my first time using it on the eyes, and I wanted to show you the look that I came up with. That way, if you are planning on getting the palette, maybe you already have a look in your repertoire that you know looks really, really good. So if you want to see how I did it, then just stay tuned. I went ahead and I did my foundation routine. The only thing I did differently was I used the L'Oreal True Match Blendable Makeup. This is in the color W2. Normally I use something a little bit more full coverage, but I didn't want something too heavy because I'm going to go out with the eyes. I'm going to use a little bit of Lorac Behind the Scenes eyeshadow primer because I would do this with any eyeshadow palette I was using. And I will just prep those lids for shadow. For starters, we're going to use the color Nougat, which is kind of not a cool toned mauve, but one of the coolest tones in this palette. I would consider it more neutral than anything. I'm noticing that kicked up a crap ton of powder, but we are just going to blend this into the crease, and I am using an E6 brush from Mojo Beauty. Next, I will be taking the shade Plum Raisin. I'm going to go ahead and start to pack this, starting right here, so pretty much in the outer 2/3 of the eyes. And I'm leaving the inner corner fairly clean. I am noticing this shade is a lot less powdery than the matte one. So I don't know if Nougat is just one more powdery shade, or if that's going to ring true with all of the mattes, but we will find out as we move forward, I'm sure. Now I'm going to take the shade Truffled on a pencil brush, and this is another matte, so we'll get to see how it performs and if there's any fallout. I'm just going to start to sculpt out that outer V. Not really any fallout, and I don't think this one is quite as powdery. Maybe Nougat is just a fluke. Not that it was awful, and not that it's hard to work with, but I think something to note. Before we move on, I'm just going to take a clean, kind of clean, brush and start to blend this. So no fallout yet, but I guess I'm feeling kind of lucky because next we're going to use the color Hot Fudge, which is a very dark purple toned brown. We're going to pop that even more in the outer corner. So really focusing this in the outer V. Try not to bring it too far in. And again, of course, with that cleaner brush, I'm just going to blend. I like how I called it the cleaner brush because I cannot actually tell you this is clean. It has not been clean in like 2 days. So I'm just going to blend for a second. Okay, so what we're going to do is now take the shade Coconut Cream, and we're going to pop this on the very inner corners, and then I will also take it on the brow. Okay, so now I'm going to take Nougat once again on a small brush, and we're going to brush this right under that lower lash line. Then I'm going to take the shade Truffled once again. Sorry, wonderful camera angle there. Actually, I can't even blame that on the camera. That was just me not being able to show product. And I'm going to take Truffled right on the outermost corner, and I'm going to bring it, I would say, about halfway in. And before we blend, I'm also going to take Hot Fudge, and just as we did on the upper lash line, I'm going to take a tiny bit of this, and I'm going to smudge it on the very outermost corner, so not bringing this in more than about 1/3 of the way. Using an e.l.f. crease brush, which is my go-to blending brush for this lower lash line, I'm going to start to just blend this. Also take some time, and what I'll do is while I run it down here, I'll also bring it up so that all of the colors meet and it's one seamless transition. You can see this looks a lot softer and less harsh than this. I'll take a touch of Butter Pecan next on a small brush. This will go right onto the inner corner for a bit of brightening. I'm going to go ahead and do a bit of liquid liner using Stila Stay All Day. Taking a break to get into the face, I'm going to use NYC Sunny Bronzer. This is a Mojo Beauty tapered face brush, and what I'm going to do is use this to carve out the hollows of my cheeks. So I'm just dusting this on the outer perimeters of the face, and I really do use this kind of just like a general bronzer. I want it to deepen up the skin, but also give me definition. I'm also going to take a tiny baby bit of this and contour the sides of my nose. It just broke. I knew it was gonna happen one day. I am so hard on this bronzer. I was going to say, keeping with the chocolate theme, we're going to use the chocolate soleil bronzer. I travel with this sucker so freaking much. I knew eventually it would fall apart. Using a clean brush from e.l.f., I am going to start to blend. I'll also take a bit under the jaw, and this will help to sharpen my jawline. For blush today, I'm going to use this one from Milani, which is called Bella Rosa. With this, it looks terrifying, but you just tap once and just start to put that on. I actually think it provides quite a nice flush, especially when you do go in with a light hand. Then I'm going to highlight as per usual with my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Lightscapade. I'm going to quickly run through my brow routine, which I currently have a routine on, and I will link that down below, and then I will be right back. So I finished my brows, and I also set everything off using Urban Decay All Nighter. Now it's time to give those lashes a quick curl. And actually, before I completely forget, we're going to pop on a little bit of MAC Costa Riche eyeliner. And now I will finally apply a little bit of mascara just to darken those lashes. I think for a more daytime appropriate look, you could just wear mascara, but today I am using Red Cherry 43s, which I just popped on this eye. I've really been into overlining my lips here recently, so I'm going to use my Too Faced Perfect Nude Lip Liner for this. Then on the outer corners, I'm going to use the Rock Pro in Rose Brown. On the center, I'll use NYX Matte Lipstick, and this is in the shade Eurotrash. I really hope you all enjoyed. If you did, make sure to give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you have not already, and until next time, I love you. I will see you in the next video. Bye.